Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are Group 9 from Class 11 Bahasa. In this video, we will identify a sentence from a novel, A Child Called It Summary. This video is a collaboration project between Indonesian literature and English literature.
My name is Evelyn Yoanita, number 14. In Group 9, I'm in charge of identifying 15 types of sentences and translating.
My name is Bunga Pertiwi, number 8 in Group 9. I'm in charge of making the PowerPoint and editing the video.
My name is Fatima, number 15 in Group 9. I'm in charge of making the synopsis and identifying 15 types of sentences.
My name is Karima Ahsanannisa, number 20. In Group 9, I'm in charge of translating and identifying 15 types of sentences.
My name is Yurika Amartya, Smara, number 29. In Group 9, I'm in charge as the speaker. The memoir begins with Dave Blazer at 12 years old, getting examination from his school nurse. He lied to her about the bruises all over his body, but she knew that they were from his mother, who beat him. She left the room and returned with the school principal, who said he had enough of this. He escorted Dave to a meeting with a police officer, and the police officer took him away, telling him that he will never have to go back to his mother again. He was free. Next, the memoir runs to Dave's early childhood years, when his mother was kind and he lived happily and without worries. He lived with his parents and his two brothers in Daly City, California, near San Francisco. His father worked most days, but his mother took the boys on a day trip around the city, always teaching them whatever lessons she could. They would go on a family vacation to Russian River, a place that made Dave happier than anything else. But Dave's relationship with his mother began to change as she started disciplining him more and more, and this turned into full-scale abuse that spiraled out of control. The abuse was not as bad when his father was around, so Dave latched on to him. But his father did not dare to defy his mother. "Try to make Mom happy and don't stand here in the way," said his father. He and Dave's mother would have afternoon happy hours when they would drink a lot in the kitchen, and his mother always beat him worse when he was drunk. School was a heaven for Dave, since it was the only place he could get away from his mother. But things at home get worse, as she forced a bar of soap down Dave's throat, left him home during a family vacation, and even made him hold his arm over a burning stove. Soon she began to starve him, and he spent all his time trying to figure out ways to get food. He stole it from kids at school, from grocery store, and from the frozen lunch trucks. But his mother started making him vomit after coming home from school to make sure he had not eaten anything. The worst came one day when she was waving a knife at him as a threat. It slipped from her hands and stabbed him in the stomach, and he was seriously injured. She immediately began to dress the wound, but not because she was concerned for Dave's health. Instead, it was because she knew she would be in serious trouble if anyone found that she had stabbed her son. Dave told his father that she had stabbed him, but he did not do anything about it. This was when Dave stopped thinking of his father as his superhero. Soon, he got in trouble fever and his wound became infected. He fought through it and recovered. Then he decided that he was his own Superman. His father began spending much less time at home, and his mother continued to starve him once for 10 days in a row. A new punishment arose in which he would lock Dave in the bathroom with a bucket of Clorox and ammonia and make him breathe in the fumes. His mother had another baby, and while she was in the hospital, the boys lived with a neighbor, Shirley, who later became a close friend of their mother's. One day, Dave's mother started inexplicably treat Dave better, and for him, it was too good to be true. Then he realized it was because a social worker was coming to his house to speak to him. He lied to her and said that everything was fine. As the years went by and nothing changed, Dave started to lose hope completely and wished that he were dead. He did not even feel safe at school anymore, where the kids were bullying him. His mother started to alienate everyone in the family, not just Dave, and one day, they got in the car and drove Dave's father to a motel. His parents separated because his father could not take it anymore. The memoir ends with Dave in back of the car driving away, praying. The epilogue flashes forward to Dave's adulthood, where he stands at the edge of the ocean with his young son Stephen. He thinks back on his life and how he has become stronger as a result of the abuse he endured. He takes his sons to the Russian River and they agree that it is their favorite place in the world.